Hey there, Clashers, welcome back. Today we're going to be taking a look at one of the most popular strategies going on right now, and that is going to be the Blizzard Lalo. Alright, so let's get into this first replay here. We've got Matada coming in. He's going to be using a Lava Hound tank for the Blimp, and the Blimp's coming in from the 6 o'clock side. So the Hound does find some Seeking Air Mines there. It's going to get the Rage down, get that Invisibility down, and then here come the Super Wizards out of the Blimp. They're going to be able to get the Town Hall taken care of. They'll take down the enemy King as well, and some of these Teslas over here, and getting some funneling set up so that the King and Queen can come in and head up towards the right. They actually trigger the Tornado Trap as well. It's not going to have to deal with that later on with the Lalo portion of the attack. So Baby Dragon's down to finish up the funnel there, and then we're going to see the King and Queen come down over here by the Spell Factory. So the Baby Dragon's working there with Lava Pups, find some more Seeking Air Mines over here, and a couple of extra Tesla farms. So that's going to help keep that Baby Dragon alive even longer, get through some more of those buildings. And here come the King and Queen, so he did pull an Ice Hound out of the enemy CC. The King's going to continue up to the right. He did have one extra invisibility spell that he didn't need to use with his wizards, and we're going to see that come into play here in a little bit. The King's going to continue up towards the right. The Queen's finally going to finish up the enemy CC here and then make her way in towards that single. So the RC is going to join up with the Queen here, and they're going to be able to get quite a bit of value here out of the Sui. The invisibility comes in. That's going to keep the Queen and the RC protected. He did hit that Inferno Tower, unfortunately, but it's going to go down to the Queen now. RC still working her way up, uses her ability, getting through a bunch of these buildings here. The King actually made his way in, and he's going to take down the Eagle. So quite a bit of value here from the Sui, and the Sui's still going. It is going to start dying out here shortly, though the Queen does still have her ability. So the RC's down, King's down, Queen can pop her ability, but in the meantime, we've got the Lalo coming in from over by the 9 o'clock side. The first of the Ice Hounds pop. He did bring 2 Ice Hounds in this army comp, so the second one is in. Uses the haste spell. That's going to push them through that single Inferno and then up towards that scatter shot on the top side. The other Ice Hound is going to pop here shortly. There it goes. Freezes up that scatter shot. He does have the scatter in the core. That's going to be a little bit of a pain, but you'll see it's not going to cause too much trouble for the rest of this raid. So another haste down for the balloons. He does still have 2 free spells left and another haste to use. He's got the Wizard Tower on the backside, going to go ahead and freeze that up with the Expo. The balloons will get through the Expo. Everything's going to come together over here on the Wizard Tower before they head back to the core to finish up that last scatter shot. So he does have some balloons already making their way in, a couple of headhunters as well, working on the scatter shot and the sweeper in the core. That's going to go down, uses the last freeze there, and a nice triple here for WHF. Next up, we've got Jovan coming in. This time, we're not going to be sending the Blimp to the Town Hall. Instead, we're going for the enemy Queen over here, plus that scatter shot and just a lot of buildings in that area, which will be easily chainable for the Wizards. And we also don't have the Ice Hounds in the army camps this time either. So a couple of small differences, and we're going to have the same result here. So you can see he's getting those invisibilities down, keeping those Wizards hidden. A couple of them actually took a step up out of that invisibility spell, but he reacts quickly, gets that invisibility down to make sure that Wizard stays alive to get that scatter shot taken care of. That's the big value target there for the Wizard. Gets it down. Unfortunately, the Queen does survive, but he's got some headhunters in the camps. He can send a couple of those in, and that's what he's going to do once the Queen's distracted on the King here. So he's got a Golem here. That's going to help tank these Expos and keep the damage off the heroes as they make their way into the Town Hall, because he is going to be doing the Sui for the Town Hall here. So the Queen's distracted, sent the headhunters in. She's going to go down. Poison for the enemy CC. Another Ice Hound on defense to deal with. Gets that wall breaker in very nicely, opens up that Town Hall compartment. Now the King and the Queen can make their way in and get that Town Hall taken care of. RC is going to come in as well to help out, get these Teslas taken down around the clan castle, and then help get some damage on this Town Hall once the King activates it. So there we go, the King activated the Town Hall. King goes down, RC is going to go down as well. There's the RC ability, and then the Queen ability is going to be enough to help finish off that Town Hall and get maybe one more Expo down. They do trigger the Tornado, which is, again, nice because he doesn't have to deal with that when the Lalo goes through. So here comes the Lalo now from the top side. He does have one more Headhunter left to deal with that enemy RC, and the balloons are making their way through. He's going to use the Warden ability there, get the Headhunter and get that RC taken care of. Next Lava Hound and another group of balloons from the top side of the base. Everything's going to work its way around. He's going to freeze up that scatter shot. Again, he only has one scatter shot to deal with the Lalo because of that blizzard entry, which is really nice. Another freeze on the scatter. The scatter is going to go down now that the big group of balloons is right over top of it. The last group of balloons came in from the left side. It's going to all come together over here, over these expos. Wizard Tower is going to go down. Now there's just one Tesla left. He's got an extra balloon in the bag he could drop to clean up over here, which he does. So as soon as that Tesla goes down, that balloon's going to redirect, help with cleanup, and a great hit here from Jovan. Next up, we've got Edgar coming in here, and he's going to be sending that blimp from over here to go for the town hall over here. So we'll see a couple of balloons come in, check for any SAMs. He does find a couple of Teslas, no big deal. The blimp's going to come in right behind those balloons. He's going to try and drop it right on that storage there. Not trying to get it onto the town hall, because if you get it onto the town hall, then the town hall is going to wipe out your wizards. But next to the town hall, in the compartment beside it, keeping those wizards invisible, they'll get through the town hall, they'll get the expo down, some buildings around it, not quite getting the clan castle down, but close. They do get the scatter shot down. They get quite a bit of damage on the RC as well. So a couple more balloons are going to finish up that funnel on this mortar, and that's going to allow him to get these heroes sent into the single Inferno compartment. So there they go. Wall breakers in, kings coming in, queens coming in. They do have a ice golem there as well to help tank. Poison down for the headhunters. They go down pretty quickly. Now the queen's going to get a little hung up on the lava hound, but not a big deal. King's going to go in, work through this Inferno tower and the RC. So there they go. Queen's going to get through the rest of the lava pups. The poison was still up, so that helps a bit. And then she's going to step in and help with the king. But here comes the Lalo, and you can kind of see he's got the pathing set up pretty nicely here. Got a nice straight path down through the rest of the base, and then a couple extra groups of balloons on the outside are going to help push the main group into the core and keep them going down the middle. So that's exactly what he's got going on here. He's got a bunch of minions working on the cleanup nice and early along the outside. Freezes up that multi in the core. Haste spell and warden ability. That's going to get those balloons in there. Get that multi taken down nice and quickly. And of course he had headhunters in there as well. Get that enemy queen down. And there's the freeze on the scatter shot. Doesn't find the tornado with the balloons over there. Not going to be a huge deal here. Balloons are going to kind of clump up now and work their way through the rest of the base, but they don't really have any splash damage except one wizard tower, and they could potentially find air bombs, but usually you find those in the middle of the base. So the balloons are going to continue working their way through. Still has a free spell that he can use on the wizard tower. Still has his queen ability too, so the heroes from the Sui at the beginning of the attack, they're still working their way around the base, doing cleanup basically behind the balloons as they work their way through. Actually, it looks like the queen kind of went through the middle of the base. Not sure what her pathing was there, but she's going to come in here, help these balloons finish off these defenses. So the balloons do all eventually go down, but not going to be a problem. Queen's going to pop her ability, get these air targeting defenses down. It's got a lot of pups and minions there on cleanup, as well as the king and a couple of other smaller troops, and a great hit here from Edgar. Alright, here we have Taab coming in, and you can kind of look up here, and we've got kind of a concentration of high value targets over here by the eagle being one of them, so that's where this blizzard's going to be targeting. So we got a couple balloons in, checking for SAMs. The blimp does pick up the SAM, but it doesn't have too far to go, so there goes the blimp, there's the invisibility and the rage, and then the wizards here, they can reach the eagle, they can reach that scatter shot. They're going to get some chains off of those to some other buildings as well. Gets the enemy queen down, gets the Inferno tower down, and the wizards, they're still going. He should be able to get that wizard tower down, even though he did make it invisible. Let's see, I don't think... They did actually get a little bit of damage on that scatter shot. Not a lot, though, and not quite going to be able to take down the wizard tower. But he did get a lot of value out of that blizzard, and now he's going to clean up some of that with the Sui here. He's going to be pushing the Sui into that scatter shot compartment. So before the Lalo goes in, he's not going to have any scatter shots left to deal with. So the queen is finishing up that lava hound. Baby Dragon in on the other side, Ice Golem is in, Wall Breaker's in, and of course that King's going to be going in to this compartment. So he's going to be in there tanking for the Queen. Ice Golem's helping tank as well, and the Ice Golem is trying to get out in front of the Queen there. Very slow troop, but he makes his way in. The Headhunter goes in to help take care of the RC. Probably didn't really need it there, but it helps get it taken down. Scatter shots down, of course. Now we got the RC on the outside. She's going to help get the wizard tower down. It's going to help get some of that splash damage away from those balloons. And then here comes the Lalo from the 3 o'clock corner. and the Warden's in, getting into that single Inferno with the balloons. He's got a haste spell to push them in, get that taken care of. The RC finishes up the multi-Inferno as well. Again, that's a lot of damage that the balloons don't have to worry about. He does freeze up the Town Hall here, and getting these balloons in position to take the Town Hall down. There's the Warden ability with the haste. The Town Hall is going to go down very quickly here, and there it goes. The RC helps out as well. She also got into that Warden ability, so she is going to fight the King there, but the balloons, they're moving through. There's basically nothing left already, and they have to get through the Wizard Tower on the back end, and that's going to be it. He drops another Headhunter in, and that's going to actually distract the Wizard Tower for a second. He does freeze up the Wizard Tower as the balloons slowly make their way around. They got to get off course a little bit to get that mortar down, but he's still got a Hound in there that never even popped. He's got a ton of cleanup on the field, and this base is crushed. A great hit here from Tayab. Alright, so here we have a ring base, which typically is kind of a pain with this strategy, at least it is for me. But we're going to see how Matter Daddy takes care of this base. We've got the Lava Hound going in, tanking for the Blimp, and finding a couple of Sams along the way. But you can see this Blimp's going all the way, it's going deep, it's going for that Town Hall, drops it right on the scatter shot. Invisibility spells keeping those wizards hidden. The Town Hall's going to go down, the first scatter shot goes down, Expo's going to go down, and yes, the second scatter shot went down as well. Didn't quite get the RC down, but I mean, with all the other value, I think that's going to be just fine for the rest of the attack. So he got the main defenses all out of the middle. He's still got the Eagle alive, still got the Queen and the RC to deal with. But he's got a lot of those heavy defenses down out of the way early with the Blizzard, and that's what makes it so strong right now. But he's got the King coming in, and he's going to clear out this corner, get some pathing set up for the Lalo, sets the Queen on the outside. King's going to pop his ability soon. There's the Super Wall Breaker. That'll help give the Queen access to go in, and then the RC is going to follow behind, get these defenses cleared out. Again, looking for that pathing for the rest of the attack. So there's the King ability. Queen's working her way along the outside. She didn't take the wall break in, but she's still going to help get some of these things taken down. RC is going to go down to the enemy RC. He actually freezes up the enemy RC, so his RC is going to stay alive, and she should head down to that Eagle. And the Expo over there is being tanked. Here comes the Lalo behind the hero Sui, and they're going to be able to work their way around the base in a counterclockwise pattern. So here they go. RC actually triggers the tornado trap in the core. The balloons are going to miss the tornado, which is good. He's got that Warden ability, got those Headhunters in. Queen's going to go down quickly. Now he's got his Ice Hound coming in from the 8 o'clock side, and the next group of balloons coming in behind that. It's going to help keep this main push of balloons inside the base and working that inner ring where the rest of the major defenses are. He's got a single up here, which that's not really a big problem for this attack. He does have the double Wizard Tower though, and that could be some trouble. The Ice Hound does freeze up one of the Wizard Towers, uses his freeze on the other Wizard Tower on the back, finds a red air bomb, but he does get the Wizard Tower taken down. Still got a lot of balloons left up. He just has an air defense and a couple of Archer Towers to deal with at this point, and he does have that one Tesla over there, not going to be a big deal. Still has a poison in the bag, probably not going to need that. Still has a haste in the bag. There's the haste coming in, pushing these balloons through the rest of the defenses, and a nice triple again from Matter Daddy for WHF. And this will be the last replay of this video. We've got Tayab coming in again. Going to send this blimp over from the left side of the base. Got that Hound out to tank so this blimp can go quite a bit further before it even starts taking damage. So there we go, trying to get that blimp over that cannon by the Town Hall. So there we go. Invisibility spells down. There's the Rage. And of course, these wizards will be able to take down the Town Hall, take down the Inferno Tower. And then he's just going to keep these wizards hidden, try and get some more of these buildings taken down to clean up the pathing a bit. So he's going to get through these things. We're going to actually speed this up just a little bit because there's a bit of time. He does find the tornado trap as well. I mentioned before that's good to have out of the way before the Lalo. So the King's coming in now on the bottom left side. So here we go. We're going to put it back at normal speed. He does have to deal with that Ice Hound, which is slowing down the King. It's going to freeze here shortly as the Queen takes it down. but it is actually taking quite a bit out of this king. He's got the Warden platform hitting him for quite a bit of damage there. Poison spells down to help deal with these pups. Of course, the pups also give that same slowing effect that the Hound does. But it is now out of the way. He's got a super wall breaker he can put on this junction over here by the wizard tower, and that'll give the heroes access to that scattershot over there by the queen altar. It would give them access to the queen herself as well, but he's actually going to start the Lalo before that becomes a factor. But there's the wall breaker on the junction. The ice golem still in there tanking for the queen very nicely. He's going to send this RC in behind the queen. They're going to work their way in, get some of these buildings taken care of, and then here comes the Lalo. So the Lava Hound is in, tanking some damage from that scatter shot. Did get a hit on the balloons behind the scatter, but that's fine. RC's in there to take it down the scatter now, so the scatter's not going to be a factor anymore for the Lalo. Rest of the balloons coming in from the top side, trying to push that first group of balloons in through the core of the base. The RC ability worked out very nicely there, got the sweeper down on the other side, so that's not going to be a factor later on as the balloons try to get to that backside scatter shot. So there's a freeze spell just as the eagle is going to go down to the balloons here. There's a haste spell that's going to speed them up. Warden ability, everything's starting to move through. The RC's still alive, but he's got headhunters in there, so she's going to go down quickly. And then the freeze spell on the scatter shot, that is the last freeze, but that should be all he needs here as these balloons start to make their way over there. The scatter was distracted a little bit by the pups there. Now we get the balloons to split up a little bit. Only one of them goes to the scatter, but the scatter's damaged, so it is going to go down. Now everything's going to start coming together. He's got all the cleanup and the defenses going down basically at the same time, so everything's going to finish on this 9 o'clock corner where the king is at. He's got an archer tower still alive and a mortar still alive. Not nearly enough to finish off these troops, and another nice 3-star from Tayab. And there we go, some very nice 3-star hits from the WHF guys with the Blizzard Lalo. This is an attack that you can have a bit of flexibility with as far as the army comp goes. It does take a lot of practice to get this army down. I'm still kind of working on it myself. Just kind of mess around with the army comp, see what works for you, and it is a lot of fun to use. I don't use it in War, but I do use it in Legends. It is fun when it works out. Let me know what you guys think of this strategy down in the comments below. If you liked this video, be sure to give me that thumbs up. And if you want to see more Clash content from me, be sure to click that subscribe button. I do appreciate it. Thank you guys for stopping by. I'll see you all next time.